Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a tag video and I am probably the last one to do this, so apologies, but I had to do it. It is the forever pieces in my collection tag. I was tagged by four gorgeous ladies here on YouTube: Charis from LV Lover CC, Amy from Fashionably Amy, June from Hey June, and Tabby from Tabby Violet. I will leave their channels down below, so do go check them out. And this tag was created by the gorgeous Minnie from Minx for All. So thanks for starting this tag, babe. I had so much fun filming it, but it was pretty difficult. I don't know why I always find these tag videos quite difficult. Maybe because it really forces me to look at my collection and think, out of all the ones, which do I really think that I am going to keep forever? Now, before I go into this video, I just wanted to give a final reminder. By this time this video goes live, I think there'll only be one day left of my 50K giveaway. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi, I'm Mel. You're probably thinking 50K? Mel, you're over 60K. And I have you guys to thank for that because the channel's just grown and I just want to thank you so much. I'm so excited to draw the winner of this giveaway, and then the winner can pick either $500 PayPal cash or a Gucci clutch. So if you're here for the first time and you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my 50K video. I will link it above and in the description bar below, so make sure you check it out. One winner can either pick the Gucci clutch or the $500 cash. There's been so many entries so far. I just want to thank all you guys for entering, but don't worry if you don't win. I love giving back, and this is not going to be my last giveaway. So make sure you do follow me on Instagram as well, because sometimes I have Instagram giveaways, sometimes I have YouTube giveaways, sometimes I have both. But yeah, I just love giving back. So make sure last minute entries, I think there's about 24 hours to go. Okay, let's get right into this video, and I'm going to share with you the pieces that I do not think I can ever part with. And so these forever pieces, some of them are sentimental and some of them are just items that I really love. But I will explain the reasons why I think each item is a forever piece. So I'm going to divide this video by brands. So let's start off with Louis Vuitton. So the first item from Louis Vuitton is in this old dust bag. I have shown her a million times, and she is none other than my pochette accessoire, and this was my very first LV bag, 19 years old, immaculate condition, except the strap, there is a little bit of leather coming apart, but other than that, I just love the canvas. I love vintage canvas. Well, she is almost vintage. Vintage is classified as usually 20 years and older, but I just love this little bag. I remember saving up for ages and ages just to be able to afford her, but I'm so glad I have kept her till this day. I don't know why I call her a her, but she's a her. And yeah, I've got everything from this bag. For those of you that follow me, you're probably sick of seeing this cutie, but I'm not. And yeah, I'll never ever part with this because yes, she was the first bag in my collection. Next up is a Louis Vuitton SLG, and it is my mini pochette in Damier Ebene. This is my most used small leather good, or we call it SLG for short. I just love this cutie. I can't say enough good things about it. I do not baby this. I put makeup in here. I use it as a catch-all in my bags. At the moment, it's just got some makeup. But I love this piece so much that I've actually got two other mini pochettes. That's why I know I do love it. But out of all of them, this was my first one. And because it's Damier Ebene, I just don't need to worry about it at all. That's how much I love this piece. So usually this piece is in my bags almost every day. So this is definitely a forever item, and an item if I lost, I would replace instantly. And the last Louis Vuitton item that will always stay in my collection is this stunning Alma bag in size PM. It is in epi leather in the color Fig. It is a discontinued color. Now the reason why this is forever going to be my collection is because this was my late mother-in-law's bag, and it was actually my brother-in-law that gave it to my mother-in-law as a present quite a few years ago, and it was sitting there for quite a number of years, just not being used. And my brother-in-law and sister-in-law kindly gave it to me because they know that I love luxury bags and they wanted to keep it in the family. And this represents my mother-in-law so much because she loved color. She could pull off color like no one else. And she loved LV. She was a very elegant woman. And so I'm really lucky to have this piece. It is such a bright piece. Actually, the color of 2018 is bright purple. So it's a great bag for this year especially. And the Alma, what can I say? It is just a classy, timeless shape from Louis Vuitton. And yeah, this is definitely a very special sentimental piece. The next item I could never part with, and actually is the oldest piece in my collection, is this beautiful vintage Dior clutch. It is from the 70s. I'm not sure exactly when, but it's over 40 years old. It is in such good condition. For those of you that have been following me, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but you know I love my vintage bags. And I picked this up about 8 or 9 years ago in an auction, and I got it for such a steal, and it is just in great condition. I'm not even a clutch lover, so by me picking this clutch, it says a lot. It also helps the fact that the last year Dior has revived the whole monogram print. I think in 40 years to come, this bag will still be really relevant. They'll probably revive bags from 2017 as well. If you've seen, that they revived the saddle bag recently. So yeah, I just think this Dior monogram print is beautiful. I love the mechanism of this bag. It just opens up like this, like that. It's a really big clutch, and yeah, I just love this piece to death. Next are a couple of items from Hermes, and I think you guys can guess that it is no surprise that I'm going to be picking my beautiful malachite, which is like this really deep green Birkin. This is a Birkin in size 30 in Togo leather with palladium hardware, and this is my very first Birkin. It took me a lot of attempts to get this. For those of you that may not know what I'm talking about, I will link the video up there, but I got this bag in 2016. It took me 6 attempts to get it when the system back in Paris, oh, I forgot to mention, I did get it in Paris as well. That's why I made it extra special from the flagship store. So my first Birkin, and in Paris, I could never part with this beauty. I've always wanted this color as well. It was always in my top 3 in terms of preferences. And yeah, what can I say about the Birkin? It was a bag that I always wanted, like for 20 years. And to be able to get this bag a couple of years ago now, it is just very, very special to me. So this bag, as I said, it was an ordeal to get, but worth it. For me, I know not everyone would go through the whole process, and luckily Paris has changed their process. So if you were going to Paris soon, do check out my video, how to score a Birkin or Kelly in Paris, because it is an online system now, and I go through it step by step just to share my experience and my thoughts and some tips, because it is kind of a bit of luck as well. So do check out that video. I will link it above. But anyway, yes, very first Birkin, love it, love the color, love everything about it. I think the Birkin 30 is my favorite size as well. Just love this beauty, and this bag is called Miss Mally because the color is malachite. And of course, if I picked a Birkin, yes, a Kelly is definitely a forever piece in my collection, a piece I would not get rid of, and it is my black Kelly in the style Cellier. So when Cellier means it is more structured, the other style is called Vuitton, which is the more relaxed, casual look. But this is a more structured look. It is in Epsom and it's in size 28 with palladium hardware. I got this bag last year. Actually, I didn't get the bag. Hubby scored the bag, and it was during our 18-year wedding anniversary. And so he surprised me with a trip to Paris, which was amazing in itself already. And the icing on the cake was when he actually scored this bag, because the whole story was we had separate appointments. I didn't get one, he got one. I was shocked, and this bag was the result. So hence, this bag is called Miss Annie. And that was suggestions from you guys. So thank you so much. called Miss Annie because it was scored during our 18-year anniversary. The Black Kelly is just a timeless classic. I love the palladium and the black. I think it just modernizes it a little bit. I mean, I love black and gold. I do have a black and gold Birkin as well, but this Kelly is just super special. It's got so many memories attached to this bag now, and it is a piece that I will definitely be handing down to my daughter. And yeah, I'll be carrying it though for a lot more years to come. We are now going to move to Chanel, which I have a few pieces to show you. Firstly, these beautiful vintage earrings. I have shown my vintage earring collection before. If you were interested, I will also link it above. It is these cross earrings. It's going to be quite hard to see, but I'll do a close-up as well. But as you can see, it's got the cross, and what I love about these earrings is that you can wear it two ways. So they are clip-on. All, if not most, if I'm not mistaken, vintage earrings are clip-ons. So that's the only downside to them, because you do need to get used to the clip-ons. The first time I wore clip-ons, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so painful. And now my ears are just immune to it. But still, generally for vintage earrings, you can't wear them for more than a day because your ears do hurt. So I'm not sure how they did it back then, but I just love vintage earrings. It is in a very rich gold. These particular earrings are 20 or 30 years old. And yes, as I mentioned, I do have a vintage earring collection video and a Chanel earring collection video, though I probably need to update that. But my vintage Chanel earring collection hasn't changed. I just love these. They look amazing on. Look how much of a statement they make. And in terms of all my vintage sort of pieces, I would have to say this is my favorite, hence why I have put it as a forever item. I mean, there's quite a lot of earrings that I don't think I'll get rid of as well, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be this one because I just love the style. So that is the first item from Chanel. And next is my beautiful beige reissue. This is in size small, or we refer it to as the 225. I picked this up in London a couple of years ago as well. This color never made it to Australia. I absolutely love this beige. I don't know if it's coming up on screen, but it's just the perfect beige in my opinion. It is with this sort of like brushed gold hardware. I love the chains on the reissue. I have done a comparison again on the reissue versus the classic flap video. If you wanted to know more about the reissue, again, I will link it above and below. But this bag is just a classic. This is the first bag that Coco Chanel created back in 1955, and I just think this is an iconic bag. It is understated. I love the Mademoiselle lock. When Gabrielle Chanel did create this bag, it was with the quilted design, and also this size, as I mentioned before, which is in the size small or the 225, that was originally the size that she had originally created that bag in. And yeah, this is just a timeless piece. I love this bag so much that I would definitely, and I've mentioned this in a wish list video as well, that I would definitely love to add a black in the classic quilted design with ruthenium hardware, but in the bigger size. So this is definitely a forever piece, and yeah, hopefully I can add the black soon. Next, I've actually selected a clothing item, and it is none other than this beautiful black Chanel tweed jacket. Another thing Chanel is known for are their tweed jackets, and this particular combo, it is from the 2016 Paris and Rome collection. It is, from what I've read and what I've heard, is one of the most beautiful black jackets. I mean, they have reissued a lot of the black jackets, but this one was so popular and so difficult to get. I'm so glad I added this to my collection, because not all the tweed jackets come with the 4 pockets like this. I just love the design, from the ribbon detailing to the buttons. These jackets are so well made, from the lining. And a little tidbit is, see this chain here that's sewn to the bottom of the jacket? That is purposely put on there to help it drape better, just like details like that. I just love this jacket. It is so classic in my opinion. You can wear it with jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. You can dress it up. I've definitely worn this to work as well. Chanel jackets are just iconic, and if I could, I would have a closet full of Chanel tweed jackets. I do own a couple, but I even mentioned in my wishlist video I would love to add a vintage one because these jackets are just timeless, and Miss S is going to be lucky because this is another piece I will hand down to her as well. And lastly, how could I forget the beautiful classic flap? This bag is in the size small, and this size isn't seen as much. If you guys were interested, I actually have done an in-depth comparison comparing the medium large to the small to the rectangular mini and the square mini all in one video. It's very in-depth, but if you were interested in what size should I pick, that video is probably for you, so I will link it above. But this size, I just love the proportions. It's sort of like, looks like a mini jumbo, I guess. I love the medium large as well, don't get me wrong, but this one is particularly special because it is another gift from hubby a few years ago. But what makes it even more special is he hunted for a pre-loved one. And the reason why he hunted for a pre-loved one was because he wanted to get me one that was 18 karat gold plated. How you know it's 18 karat gold plated is because there's this little marking here. And unfortunately, Chanel does not do that anymore, which is a shame considering all their price increase. It's getting very steep. But I just love that. This is my only Chanel bag that has this 18 karat gold plating, hence why it had to make my forever item piece. So you can't go wrong with black and gold. That is just classic. I love the shape. If anything, I would add another small to my collection if the right one came along. And yeah, just the effort hubby went into sourcing this cutie. Plus, it is also made in France. So yeah, I just love this bag very much. So that is it, guys. That is my forever pieces in my collection tag. I hope you enjoyed that and listening to the reasons why they are my forever pieces. I would absolutely love to know what are one or two, however many you want to share your forever pieces. Please comment below and let me know. I read all my comments. I always appreciate every like and comment you guys make. So thank you so much for it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, do comment and let me know below. So remember to enter the giveaway, 24 hours to go. Give me some time because when all the entries are in, I do need to make sure it is done fairly and it will be selected completely at random. So good luck to everyone that's entered my giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will catch you really soon in my next video. Bye.